like Christmas. I like it. You took the low, I took the high. Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys for coming back. This is episode 3, season 2 of the Queen's Arsenal. We are back with another episode, and if you can't tell, obviously, fun, I'm in the holly jolly spirit. How are you feeling?
Have a holly jolly Christmas. I am feeling like I have a migraine beyond conception. Yeah. But as always, I am grateful because I'm here today to talk to you and to them. Hey. So you know what's up. Yeah, how you feeling?
I can't complain. I'm happy to be here. I'm in that space now where everything feels hard. So it doesn't really matter what I'm doing. I don't really want to do anything right now. But as soon as I start moving, you know, it's a trick of the mind. So, like, I get up and do it anyway, and then I feel so much better, and I feel proud of myself. So to being here today was like that, but so was everything. Going to the gym, going to work, everything I had to do this week was like, I really do not feel like it. I really don't actually just at all want to.
Lay in the bed wrapped up like a burrito.
Yeah.
This is the only part that you would see for me. Just the face, and everything else would just be
comfy cozy.
With a heated blanket.
But I think it's just like everything being piled on with the holidays, you know? Like, that holiday stress is so significant. It doesn't even matter what you have planned. It's just like as soon as we cross the threshold of Thanksgiving,
it's like go time.
Help me.
Send help. Blink twice if you need me.
I'm real hard. Can you see it? I'm blinking, babe. I'm so, like, everything from, and I do the same thing every single year. I'm like, I'm going to get all my Christmas shopping done by Black Friday, and that way, I know, laughable, embarrassing. I have to stop saying it out loud. Now it's on wax, but I don't do it, so I'm being honest with y'all. Like, I say it every year, and then it's still a crunch time. It's still just being there, like, what are we going, like, where did the time go?
It disappeared.
From where?
It never really existed, honestly.
We could get into it if you want to. I can tell. It's a construct anyway, so you know, like, that's my bag. That's my favorite conspiracy.
What is the topic for this evening?
Right. Okay. So I want to talk about in this space, in this season where we're all managing holiday angst, whether you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa. I don't know any of the other holidays. I think Hanukkah. There's one. There's got to be whatever your bag is. There's something coming with this. There's
or
family
even if
coming
you're just
in town.
Chilling and you don't celebrate anything.
That's
you know?
true.
I know, like, for me personally, like you were saying, it gets cumbersome and you're just sitting there and you're like, oh my God, what do I got to do? So mine starts, I do actually do something every, like, year during the holidays. I have have to absolutely have my tree up by Thanksgiving. Yeah, I know.
What do they say? We listen and we don't judge.
No, so this year I was not in the mood. Headspace. Mm-hmm. We were talking about depression and all that stuff in our previous episode.
Talking about it. We were living it.
And so I was putting up the Christmas tree because I got children. Mm-hmm. They're like, it's Christmas! You know, they see the Christmas decorations. So now I got to get in the holiday spirit. So I put on some Christmas music, pulled out the Christmas tree.
You got the big, do you put yours in a big black bag? The big laundry bag?
No, I put mine back in the box.
Okay.
Yeah,
me too, though.
Yeah. So I pulled it out. Then there was a lighting issue. There was a shortage in the light.
Always a shortage with the bulbs.
Stress. You know me, friend. I can't take too much.
I don't get stressed though because you have a tree with lights on it.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember back in the day we had
to
put the lights on the tree.
I would not survive.
And it was always one, and it was just you with that little pack of extra bulbs trying to.
That was me. But then what sent me over the edge is, you know, I be having to be the most outlandish person on the block.
Okay, now what we do?
So only one of my inflatables work. You know, I got a gingerbread man. You know, I got a polar bear with Santa on it. I got a teddy bear, and I got a snowman. Right?
Correct.
So the only one that worked was the gingerbread man. Now let me tell you about this gingerbread man.
That's contextually inaccurate. It can't be
The
by itself.
gingerbread man has been in my life for 5 years.
Strong black man.
But it never stands up. It always is doing this. It's always doing one of these.
Wacky waving inflatable acrylic tube man.
So I'm like, I'm on the phone because, you know, I'm just a girl.
Aren't we? Aren't we?
I am just a girl. So I'm speaking to the men folk. Hey, can you help? Don't understand. I've done everything. I've looked up YouTube videos. I've chat GPT'd it. I am at a loss.
Hello.
Send help. Because I don't want to buy a new one because I just bought 3 last year. So the fact that these aren't working is really fucking with my head.
All 3 that you bought last year don't work.
All 3 that I bought last year do not work.
They don't make things like they used
Friend,
to.
I was about to, and then
They don't make it like they used
I'm
to.
I'm gonna go on Amazon and I'm gonna just return it. Of course not. We're a year out, babe. What did you think was gonna happen?
Oh yeah, they'll give you your money, but not like that.
So I said, okay. So I'm on the phone. Literally just last night, I'm on the phone. I'm like, I just don't know what to do. I don't know.
It just should not be that stressful.
It was stressful.
It shouldn't be, but I feel like everything feels like this. Like, fuck all the Yule type bullshit. Let's actually talk about it. I'm not having the happiest of golden days.
No,
like, I have tons of Christmas puns. I'm full of them.
Listen, can we get down to the 12 days of Christmas for real?
Because it's okay. You got anxiety, you got depression, you have
like
decision fatigue, you get sleep deprivation.
Bro,
that's that. You only on day 4.
Stress.
Financial strain, familial trauma. We're only at day 6.
It's so much to deal with. And the holidays, I feel like the holidays, personally, I feel like should bring out the best in people.
Absolutely. Well,
but
that's what Elf was about.
But yeah,
it was a great movie.
It just doesn't. You know, people are assholes.
They're rude. They're angry. Everybody wants the. I was just thinking about it. My sister got the kids Christmas gifts, and instead of doing like Christmas gifts on Christmas, she got them ridiculously sized boxes. Like, they're about half my height, like big old boxes, and they're like Russian doll setup. So there's a gift in the first, and then you open that, and there's a gift.
Creative. I like that.
But we're doing 8 days of Christmas, so every day they get to open up a gift, and then not on the weekends. I don't know what that petty is about, but she was like, nah. I'm like,
leave it to your sister.
Exactly. But when they at my house, they get to open up gifts. So they opened up, I think they started on Tuesday. So Tuesday, every day they get home from school, and they're like, Mama, we get to open our gifts.
That's so, I might have to
she
steal
got
that.
these little boys all snacks. They've been opening snacks up day after day after day after day. Today's gift was literally just an Amazon box full of snacks.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I feel like I have to call her and be like, hey, are we cool? Because
I don't know how I feel about that.
They're ecstatic, and I love it because of that. Because I love the spirit. It
simple,
feels like Christmas. And it took them opening these gifts and being so excited every day for me to realize, like, damn, every year for Christmas we spend this insurmountable amount of money.
Thousands.
Like, I can't even
I didn't even do it this year. This year I was very intentional in saying, if I get anything that's going to cost a lot of money, it's going to be memory based. So that's
experiences.
Like the boys are getting their passports for Christmas. I know they don't understand it, but
they will when they get on that Disney cruise, baby. Okay.
When we're in Italy.
Okay, because we got to get up.
France, we're in Jamaica. We're doing all of those things. Remember, Christmas 2024.
Give them stuff. I was just like, I was thinking about it though, and I was like, we get all this stuff the same day. And it's like, we spend, again, that Thanksgiving to Christmas period planning, prepping, doing all this work for this moment. Like, it's showtime. And then it lasts like 30 minutes, maybe.
And the toys be on the floor the next day. Like, they didn't lost their zest and everything.
They lost their zest. Like,
literally.
I'm like, best case scenario, they got one thing that they love, and they play with that, and everything else goes to the wayside. But majority of the stuff that you buy that just ends up on the floor of your living room till January 37th, because it never gets picked up. All of that, like,
put in the trash,
or gets thrown away, broken.
I
went through and I waited intentionally. I waited until after Thanksgiving to go through all of their toy box, all of their stuff.
I do it, yeah.
Because I usually do it in summertime. I usually do it earlier, like before the seasonal change.
I do it
right then,
right before then, because I'm like,
everything was broken. Everything was broken, or missing a leg, or missing a battery, or couldn't fly the drone. Everything. And I was just like, oh yeah, y'all getting experiences. I said, what do you want for Christmas? Because that's what you're gonna get. 4 things. Y'all cool with me? We got it.
My babies asked for 2 simple things: drone, Moana hook. Easy.
I know that's right. Kaden asked for a Snoop Dogg plushie. And I was conflicted.
So him.
But then I thought about it and was like, Snoop Dogg got a whole album singing affirmations for kids.
Yeah.
I didn't
He's
think
been in his
it's a
bag.
different Snoop Dogg
Yeah,
for me. So when he asked me, I was
way
like,
different
"Gin and juice Snoop
He
Dogg?"
was with Martha Stewart.
You're right, correct.
Like,
So I'm looking for it. I'm on the hunt. I had Amazon only they had Snoop on a stoop instead of Elf on the shelf.
Cute. Love
But
that.
he wants a plushie, so we're still looking. But in this time where we're dealing with all of the hustle and bustle and figuring everything out, the family of dealing with like if you have family coming over, God forbid you're hosting, bless your heart. If you're a host from one to another, it's not you. It is them. And you should take better care of yourself.
I hosted Thanksgiving 1 year and I never did it again.
I understand.
I never did it again.
I understand. I really
am
do.
I'm
New
hosting
Year's?
New Year's Eve.
I'm
But
ready
it's
for
gonna
that.
be a chill vibe. Not too much, not too, just for
I like that. Okay. Bring it in here. A little 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, and then we're older now, so we don't want to be out in the streets partying at the
baby.
clubs.
No, they
getting
shoot
drunk,
out there.
riding in the streets at 1 a.m. Like, no, I'm in the house, and I'm not gonna play you. Y'all come into this game night. I'm not about to be dressed up. I kind of want to send a follow-up text like, come in your pajamas.
I was gonna say, is it a pajama party? Because I do have a onesie.
I mean, if you want, there will be no judgment. I'm not going to be dressed
wearing my
up.
onesie.
I'm not. I won't. And I'm gonna have my leopard print hoodie snuggie. That's what we're doing.
I like that because that's catering more to you. And that brings me into what I want to talk about next. Like, in this season, when you're doing so much for everyone else, how do you implement strategies to take care of yourself and give yourself some love back in this, like, it's supposed to be joyous and happy.
It is. And I think that a lot of people feel like around this time you're supposed to be overly giving, like over the top, like, because throughout the year, except for us, and I'm not trying to sound like we're cut above the rest, but I knew you were gonna do it. I knew it. That's why I let you to do it. But like, a lot of people don't take time to give people their flowers or praises and stuff like that throughout the year. So I think like a lot of people trying to kind of like oversaturate it around like the holidays, especially because a lot of the propaganda is gift giving and all of that stuff. But I do think it's extremely important to find some space where you consider yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, that was very me to like do like a Christmas party or
It is.
New Year's Eve,
and
just very
but
relaxed.
Make it comfy.
Yeah, because like it's like especially when you're dealing with all the dynamics of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then don't add on whatever they're going through in life, because they're gonna bring it
to your home.
Sage,
she's doing this in her home.
I will be walking around with Sage. Some people got disinvited. I'm not even gonna hold you up.
Yeah,
their energy.
I think that's taking care of yourself. That feels like self-care, friend.
Actually, rescind that text.
I actually don't want to. I'm not going to bring you into the next year.
I don't want you coming. Because your vibe wasn't right, boo.
That's that's self-care right there. Setting boundaries. Yeah. Letting people know. Do you want to play a game with me really quickly?
Okay, I'm down. Let's go.
Okay. Because just in the spirit, and we're talking about the holidays, and obviously New Year's coming up too.
Right.
I'm putting her on the spot, so she doesn't know what's coming, but it's going to be fun. Just tell me let's like vibe with me, right?
All right.
So the game is, what are we not taking into the next year?
Ooh.
But here's how it works.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a thing,
and I just say yes or no.
I like that. Let's do it that way.
I just changed the rules.
Yeah, but I like it.
And I just say yes or no. Just real simple, no explanation.
I like that.
Right.
Okay. All right. Ooh, family that says blood is thicker than water.
No. I didn't even have to think about it. No.
Dang, I should have had a list. This was on the spot. Oh my God.
We would need people to call in.
No, seriously, please. This is our challenge. Bring us, call. We didn't go live this week because this is what we needed. Dang, I can't think of nothing.
Okay, we can just bounce off of each other. Then.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Okay, this your game now.
She was excited. Okay.
Ask me what.
Your kids.
I was like, wait. It's been a long year.
Your kids not respecting your me time.
Oh my God, no. I'm putting new locks on all the doors. I'm done. It's over. Oh God. Oh, those terrible chain text messages.
Please no. Please no. No, especially the ones where they're like, you'll die or have 7 years of bad luck.
Because what is wrong with you?
Are we already 2024? Is that what you really want to do right now?
I got one good knee. You really want to risk it all for the bit? Like, what are we? Ugh,
Girl,
I don't like that.
Girl. Girl.
Okay. Oh, I got a good one. Those people that you still keep in touch with, but you only see them at the holidays, and then it feels like you have to find some time to spend with them.
I like that in 2023. She said I've already did that. That's gone. What was that movie where they were doing Are We There Yet? And he was throwing the CDs out?
Nope. And I do want to be clear, this is not just for long distance friends. This is specifically
family
for the people.
Members?
The people you only see at Christmas and
Family
Thanksgiving.
Members?
You only
I
see
can
them
name
on
them right
days.
now. I will look in the camera and name y'all off because y'all know. Y'all
You chose
know.
silence. That's a very fa la 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 of
I
you.
don't give a shit.
All right.
I didn't even see them on holidays. That's how far I went with it.
You said I'm done, and I'm over it. All right, period. Toxic people can't come to the new year. We know that. Can we stop doing that? Can we stop new year, new me?
I think
ourselves into
so.
delusion?
Like personally, for me, like I just feel like sometimes we just have such strong attachments to people, and we really hold out hope that they're gonna change, and it doesn't happen. And you look up, and you're 3 years in, and they're the
maybe
same
4,
person.
maybe 10.
And you're just like, fuck. Like it's just crazy. It's just like, oh my god.
And when do you cut the tie? When do you just say Merry Christmas and to all a good night?
Forever.
And you're done.
Forever.
It was implied.
Forever.
But you wanted to be
Some
very
people
clear.
don't- yeah.
You said, no. Don't come back over here.
Leave me alone. Leave me be in my own personal prerogative.
I'm just not gonna deal with it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay, here's another one. I'm not gonna be messy.
I can't. You can't. I'm leaving mess in 2024. It is unapologetically. Oh yeah, no, that's what I said. I probably shouldn't have said it, but I did say that thing. So now, are we squaring up? Or are we cool? I am done.
Yeah,
I am done with the
I
placating.
am
I'm
leaving,
done
you know
with the
what
pleasantries.
I'm leaving in 2020 the pleasantries because
The
you know I
pleasantries are
love a
done.
pleasantry.
You do. Which
I
is
love
weird
a
because
pleasantry.
you do like a pleasantry.
I believe in greeting people with pleasantries because
true.
you set the tone of the conversation.
That's true.
Personally, like I hate when people come at me like, yeah, and I'll be like, how are you?
Can we start with just like
Hello.
what happened to hi? How are you?
Don't call my phone and just start ranting. I'm a hang
I'm
up.
so bad about
I'm a
that. I
hang
do
up.
not start with a pleasantry. I
I
just be like,
hang
so
up.
I start with a hey, and then we get into it. But you know, there's like that group of people, and you might be one. I'm not sure. That feels very strongly about if you text someone in the morning, you have to start with good morning, and I feel very bad because I never got that.
I believe that you should greet people with greetings and pleasantries.
So
You know
I
what I'm
say
saying?
hey or hi,
Yeah,
how you
that's
doing?
like basic level of
And
pleasantry.
they were like,
though.
good morning. I'd be
that's
like,
heavy.
good morning.
No, like I always preface something with a hello such and such, like especially at work.
that.
At work, I'll be like, before I get into it, because I get into it at work, I'm like, okay, I got to say what I got to say and move it on.
But before
I'm
we
like,
start-
hello, good morning, how's your day? That's how I speak.
I want to circle back to. Okay, a little corporate jargon. I'm not mad at that.
You know what I think is like important during this time too, in which I've had to give myself is grace.
Ooh, in what sense?
Well, you know, something happened over the weekend last week with a close relative of mine. We're not gonna get into the schematics of it, but it was really just like disturbing for me, right?
Okay.
And I actually had a post, and it's crazy how life falls into alignment.
Girl.
I just really love that. And I really love that I'm conscious and aware enough to catch it. Because sometimes we just be so all over the place that we don't
That
get
you
it.
just like.
But I was like, you know, I like to take a moment to realize the growth that I've had. Because I was very easily able to choose violence.
I mean, there comes a time and a place.
But sometimes, you know, you have to take it a little step further and understand why a full-blown assault
Been there, baby.
is being casted upon you when you have not done anything wrong, right? So I had to give myself grace in the moment because I was like, I could have really cut the fuck up.
He said, show him better than I could tell him.
But I didn't. I was like, you know what?
I'm going to touch you when I say this.
And I'm going to touch my heart space because you in my heart space right now. Babe, you need to love on yourself, okay? That's it.
Dang.
It don't got nothing to do with me. It don't got nothing to do with me. And I take on the weight of the world. You know me, friend. When my people that I'm locked in with, what they going through, I'm going through. Yes. I'm going through it worse than you are.
Quite literally. She can, the way, the empath on her is something crazy. She will not let it go. And it's not even from a sense of just like, you know, there are people that will hold on to it because they just like to deal with your negative things. Yeah. She genuinely is like feeling the pain. It's like hurting her. Yeah. So like she's just like, why are you taking this? Like, you're killing us. I'm just like, he's dying, girl. Get up out of here. Literally.
Like literally.
That's real.
So I be having to give myself grace and be like, listen, this is not about you. Mm-hmm. This is not about you. And it's like easy to fall into that with people that you're like, you know?
Yeah.
And
because, that happens. Hey, it's me, Stink.
It's me, Buka.
It's me. Like, why would you do that?
Why would
you do that? I
love you. But yeah, I think that this holiday season, it just pulls up a lot of things, right? Because, you know, there are a lot of people who, like, while we had the side of dealing with, like, toxic or disrespectful family members, we got people that lost or don't have people to, like, be around during the family members. True. And they're lonely and they don't have...
That is so significant, the loneliness of dealing... Oh, my God. I've got family. I've got you.
Friends. Like, kids.
I've got children. I have people to surround myself with. But I'm single, and so even just that very minuscule piece. I found myself
feeling that. I saw a TikTok post where this girl, she was walking in from work, literally. It was just her walking in from work, right? And she stands at the door, and she goes, huh. And her husband's sitting on the couch doing whatever he's doing. He like, come here, baby. And they get in the bed and snuggle, and I'm just like, oh.
It's just, I'm feeling a little bit of that. Like, I'm feeling that in my feels. And I know that's small.
It is small, but it's worth acknowledging. Because, you know me, I'm a matching pajamas type of girl.
Yes, you are.
For the last 2 years, I have not done it because I ain't had no man.
I just, like, all the guys I date are, like, Christmas curmudgeons. And so it's actually kind of messed up. They're very, like, I don't care about Christmas. I don't care. Who cares about the tree? And I'm very, I have, like, the Michael Bublé edition of Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. I'm not playing Nat King Cole, a Christmas song. This is for real. This is not a drill. Yes. And I'm doing that, and they're giving me, and I just,
and they're just like,
I really, really like it. But then I'm single, and so I was talking to V, and he was just like, you're usually so like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just not there right now. Yeah. And he's just like, we both can't be the Scrooge. Like, somebody has to have the energy. And I was just like, oh, I miss my little Christmas spirit. And I still get into it. Like, I put the tree up with the kids. Obviously, we're doing the 8 days of Christmas. But
I told you, usually I'm playing
lonely.
Christmas
Follow
music.
Lonely.
Yeah. No, for real. Follow Lonely. Hit it on a shirt. Oh, sad. Anyways, I usually start playing my Christmas music before Thanksgiving, girl. I think I played Christmas at my house one time. Christmas music at my house one time when we put up the tree, and I ain't heard it since.
That's fair. Oh, see?
Yeah.
And I didn't even play it when I put that tree up in spite. I didn't want to do it.
I didn't either. My son, girl, it was cold outside.
The school was asking me about the tree. I was going to pick the kids up, and multiple faculty were like, you got your tree up? I'm like, that's not a requirement to be a good mama. It was like, you don't need to keep asking me about this goddamn tree.
It was my son's. Mom, is it Christmas yet? Oh, everybody's got their tree.
You know, like, listen, baby. What if I didn't even have a tree? What if I didn't have someone to come strap a tree to my roof and bring it home for me? You don't know what my situation is, Mrs. Such and Such. Why did you keep asking me about that tree? She asked me 3 times.
You crashing out a little bit.
I'm just trying to figure out why it was so important to her, because I literally put the camera
and was like, you don't know.
I don't like that. Like,
hitting the tree for me.
But it is true, like, that is a small facet of it, but just the general loneliness. Maybe you don't have family. Maybe you just lost family.
Maybe you're going through, like, a friendship breakup or a divorce. All of the things that happen in life. Season. Because life goes, it still keeps going.
It still keeps going.
Life still keeps going, and then stuff still happens. And, like, around the holidays, a lot of people deal with that, situation where they're not able to actually, be in the presence of someone but themselves. And a lot of people don't like to sit with themselves also.
Finger claps. I wonder if you can hear them. I'm sorry, I started stimming. That was nice. No, that's for real though. Like you never know where people are in this season. I think that we have so many expectations for how you're supposed to show up. We don't give people, like you were saying, the grace to be able to actually just exist however they need to. So, oh no, I glitched. The whole thing. I had like a whole system reboot right then, guys. I'm actually completely sober. And I took a nap today. Maybe I didn't get it all out because that giving people space to show up how they're really feeling.
Yeah, because it's important, honestly, because like at the end of the day, like I said, life keeps going. The holidays come every year, bro. Yeah. Like, it don't change out. Like, Christmas come on the 25th of every year. New Year come on the 1st.
Didn't Thanksgiving change?
Thanksgiving change, but it still be the, what is it, the third or the fourth Thursday of the, like,
the date used to just be on the 28th? Wasn't it always on?
I don't know. It's not important. But, like, it's... I think I've been having like a lot of conversations with like my folks, you know, and you know, I love the folks, but you know, I've just been really honestly craving a lot of me time during these times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really just don't want to be bothered. Like, that's the energy I'm coming with. I don't want to go out and party with y'all. I don't want on Christmas, Thanksgiving, I had a whole plan of just like not even being bothered by myself, and it didn't happen. I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated.
God had other plans.
Literally, I was planning to not be bothered, and there are people that's trying to be bothered.
People
you know what I'm saying?
Always trying to be
but
bothered.
that's just like the different levels and dynamics that we're all going through. I literally seen a post and it showed different cars driving on the freeway, and there was a caption for each car, and one of the cars was like, their grandma just passed, they're rushing to the hospital. Another one was like, oh, they're rushing to go see their wife who just had a baby, he's about to propose. So we're all like having our moments, own mini worlds in one big old
You're
world.
your own main character.
And then, you know, it's then we collide. Okay, but yeah, that was the moment, because we do be colliding our universes with each other
in these moments.
I literally, side note, I was talking to my baby daddy. That was ghetto, but I was talking to him, and I was like, it's just really crazy how we're all in our own universes, and when we get into like these friendships or relationships, we kind of try to merge those worlds, but we realize you can't merge the worlds, and then you separate the worlds, but the pieces that you merge with kind of linger in your world, and it's like, ooh,
like putting a little food coloring in it. My water has a little tint of your color
and I was
now.
like, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
That's true. I think another point there is just like you were saying, with all the stuff being your own main character that you have to experience in life, and then these seasons where we all still just, like you said, it happens every year, but we just come back together. It's hard to forget, like, yes, you were your own main character the rest of that time, but if you're going to be here in this space, this is the one time that you really should decenter yourself and really try to connect with the people. And I feel like we don't do that. We show up to these events and these spaces and these family dinners or whatever, and it's like me. And even the way we communicate, it's like, well, what are you working on? How's school going? Are you married yet? Did you have a baby? Did you do this? Did you do that? Oh, well, what's going on? And it's like, it's very ego driven versus
surface
like,
level. Exactly. Yeah, it's not deep.
Instead of really trying to connect, like, come up to me and ask me about, you know, like, some real shit. Come and ask me, I don't know, ask me about time being a construct at Christmas, and see if we keep in touch the rest of this year. It might work, because at least you're talking to me about something on my frequency. I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be that abstract, but it should be something that actually inspires, like, I was watching this lady, and she's like a professional nonverbal communicator, and she was talking about like asking questions that are more detailed when you get to know people.
We on the same frequency.
Are you watching her? Brown hair, brunette lady?
She was on the CEO.
Yes.
I finished it. I love Lindsay. We got literally. It. Yep. Okay. But yeah, no, I was watching it too, and she was talking about how you lean in.
Yes.
And how you.
I was fascinated. Oh my god.
I said, baby, this thing took my life coaching.
It was no, for real.
Like,
but the question she asked about when you're getting, instead of asking like, oh, well, what do you do, or tell me about yourself.
What are you most excited for to do
this year? Was so, and I was like, I have to implement that. I gotta ask people. Like, let's start. I asked somebody the other day, what's your favorite superhero? And I felt like I learned more in that conversation, which was 45 minutes.
Then what do you do?
Because it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, it matters.
Because you're trying to temperature check them.
Yeah. That's exactly what you're doing.
Don't temperature check
And
me.
what if I'm
like,
not doing nothing?
Are you?
I'm doing my best.
What job do you have? How much money is in your bank account?
Exactly
That's what comes across when you ask
it's
that
not
question.
getting to know
But a lot of
people
people don't get it. Yeah. But we got to come back and we got to talk about like how we handle all of these things that happen during the holiday season.
Ooh.
Because we are always going to deal with the holidays.
And you know, this year, let's hope that it actually is a new you. Or maybe just a better you. Maybe it doesn't have to be
an
a new you.
enhanced one, probably.
Yeah.
I would go with enhanced, one that's
so.
better than the one before. It evolve. Don't stay the same.
An evolved you.
Yeah.
I like that too. Mm-hmm. Oh, first one.
Yeah. We gonna be back.
These kids say anything else.
They keep on
I'm going to lose my mind. Did I pay the light bill?
You want me to keep on?
Oh my God. What time? What time does he have on? Oh my goodness. I forgot to sign up for karate.
Oh my God.
Okay. The dishes are not going to do themselves.
You go to bed at 9. You can still get 8 hours of sleep. Have you or a loved one experienced feelings of stress, burnout, or wondered if maybe you're the red flag?
Do you sometimes feel like everyone else has life figured out while you're just trying to keep your plants alive?
If you answer yes to either of these questions, you may be entitled to keep your shit together.
Queen's Arsenal is a revolutionary podcast designed to destigmatize mental health with real conversations, accountability challenges, and a healthy dose of cognitive reframing. So, if you're tired of self-care advice that just tells you to drink more water and meditate, we've got you covered.
At Queen's Arsenal, we go beyond the surface, dive into relatable stories and tools that actually help you get your mind right.
So why suffer in silence? Tune in to Season 2 of Queen's Arsenal, where mental health is made approachable, humorous, and refreshingly real.
Because you don't need another bubble bath, you need Queen's Arsenal.
Side effects may include spontaneous self-reflection, unplanned journaling, the sudden urge to set boundaries, and an unexpected desire to finally address the thing that you've always been putting off. Listeners have reported increased clarity, heightened self-awareness, and occasional moments of, wow, I really needed to hear that. Queen's Arsenal is not responsible for any self-realizations, relationship audits, or life epiphanies that may occur. Subscribe now to Queen's Arsenal Season 2, coming soon to all podcast platforms. You may be entitled to get your life together. If you or someone you know is ready to embrace radical self-awareness, face a few uncomfortable truths, and finally stop procrastinating on your personal growth, Queen's Arsenal might just be the place to start. Listen responsibly, as side effects may be irreversible and could lead to a life you're actually excited about.
While we're in the spirit of the holidays, I think it's important to talk about gift giving. Ooh. Now, the gift giving is a little bit different than y'all might think, because I think it's important before you can gift to somebody else to give a gift to yourself. And what is that gift, you might ask? You gotta pour into yourself so that you can be able to pour into others.
Absolutely.
So, I think that during this time around the holiday season, we're heavily inspired to be around other people, but it's important to take moments where you kind of prioritize yourself.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so self-care, self-love. Ooh. And I think like self-love and self-care kind of like are like sisters. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, because it's like a part of self-love is self-care, right?
Truthfully.
Because, yeah.
Honestly, if you're doing it right.
If you're doing it right? But self-care looks different for different people, and so does love of self as well, I think like recently, my self-care has been being able to say no.
Girl.
No.
It's always going to be
and
the no.
I always think about the Bugs Bunny meme.
No.
That's the one I think about whenever I'm having a hard time. I'm just like, like that's what flashes in my head.
How slow do I have to say it for you to understand?
And without explanation. That's the real ticker for me. Like,
have you tried no with a smile yet?
No.
Oh, girl, it's better than sex. Just ready? Hold on. No. No.
It just feels so sarcastic.
No.
It feels sarcastic.
No.
That feels rude. I haven't got there yet.
It's great. Because you feel that happy to say no.
I haven't got
when
there.
you've said yes so many times and you finally get to hit them with absolutely
Mine is
not.
just like, I can do it with my kids.
Oh, yeah.
But like with other adults, I just be like, no.
No.
I'm like, no. And you know what else? At my job, I've been very like, because usually can I do this? Like vacation.
Ooh.
Can I leave early to go to these last couple of weeks, I'm like, I will be leaving at 2:30 because my son has an appointment. I will be leaving at 3 because my son is doing a Christmas program.
And I'm going to be there.
And I'm going to be there. And they're like, I found that when I asked, they were telling me no. And I was just like, no.
Why do you get the power to tell me no? Like,
I don't care that you paying.
You're not going to be paying me because I ain't going to be here.
That.
So, I mean, like, we can all just really call a spade there. We don't have to be worried about it.
That. So, no, that's what my self-care looks like right now. My self-love is saying no. And then also just, like, being okay with being unproductive.
Oh, productive rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That
That's
one
not
gets
unproductive.
me.
That's
Yeah.
the one. That's
No,
the
for real.
one.
That one gets me because I'll be sitting there like, but you really should get up and clean up. And I'll be like, no, just lay here.
Because sometimes you do need to just sit still. I talk about rest all the time. You know how I feel about it. But I've been reading about like the actuality of productive rest, which is like doing things like pottery or gardening or knitting, because it's something
Journaling.
active that requires your attention, but it's not strenuous on your brain.
Yes.
And you're not getting artificial flushes
Yes.
of dopamine. So
Yes.
you're getting natural hits, but you're still focused. Like, and so that's why I love knitting. Like you could just sit there for hours and not really think about anything.
Yeah, I think I'm really stepping into my auntie phase because I used to could not understand. Like, yo, why are you cleaning up and that's relaxing you?
Oh,
Baby, I give me a glass of wine.
Light a
I
candle.
turn on that music, and I just be sweeping and grooving.
Now
I
I'm
be
cleaning the
washing,
baseboards
you
and
know what I'm
doing
saying?
stuff like
the house to be immaculate.
Absolutely.
And then
You're at peace.
I take a shower or a bubble bath, and then I get in my bed.
Yes.
And I be like,
rest.
because I know
my love.
ain't nothing that needs to be done. Nothing.
It's all done.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. I think another one for me is like we were playing earlier, the like setting boundaries, like being able to tell people like I'm not interested, more to the point of no, but I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that thing. I don't want to.
It's without explanation, y'all.
Without explanation
Stop
being the key
explaining yourself
factor.
about why it's no, because people
I
will
just
try to guilt
can't.
trip you into asking you why you said no.
Yeah, and it's always going to combine with the unmasking for me. I had I need to link up with her because I need to get her a gift. But I had a friend that had an event this Sunday, and I did the event on Saturday, I did the event on Friday. I was recording on Friday for like 6 hours, I think. Whatever, it was a long weekend, and I had told her I was going to come to this event, and then Sunday rolled around and I was literally dreading it. Like I could feel it in my entire body, like and that sounds horrible.
No, but it be too much sometimes.
I was drained, but I was like, girl, you want to go, but you're too tired to go. And I literally messaged her and was like, hey, I love you. I'm exhausted. My whole body is drained. I really expected to get up and, get a battery in my back today, but I wasn't able to do it. So can we meet up another time and we can, hash everything out? But I love you. And she was like, girl, of course, rest. And I'm like, yes, I'm resting. It's the best. Yes. It's the best because you get people that allow you that intimacy in that space. And it feels so good.
That is an important part of self-love too. Surrounding yourself with the right people. Because when we don't surround ourselves with the right people, we have those moments where we're vulnerable and we're like, hey, I'm really tired. I really would like to come, but I can't come. And they're like, well, why you? And now you sitting there looking like having a heart attack.
I'm in a horror movie now.
For real.
Y'all don't realize how bad that feels. I want you to take 1 second and I have to speak on this as I can only speak to my neurodivergent experience. I don't know if this is specific to neurodivergent people, but the way you make people feel when they cannot show up for you for whatever reason. Now, I know some people are genuinely like not in your corner and they really don't give a fuck about you. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people that are there whenever they can be, but perhaps they can't meet you at this event or this party or on this vacation, and y'all crucify them. Y'all penalize them and you make them feel like assholes for not having enough when you just don't know what people are dealing with on the inside of that. Stop doing that. You look like a terrible friend. Like, you really, really have to stop. And then you wonder why people don't want to show up for you because you don't give them any space to exist freely. You don't allow them the opportunity to get their mind right or figure out whatever they're dealing with in this same season we're all enduring and then come back to you and actually be there for you, which is, again, why relationships be so superficial. It's because you want me to show up over there burnt out and be like, how's the kids? How's the job? How's this? How's that? And you tell me and I forget, or you forget what I told you, and then we go our separate ways, but at least I was there because at least I was in the pictures. Or do you actually want to connect with people? Like, it's you know what I want to leave in 2024?
What, friend? Tell the people and the folks. They want to know.
I'm sorry. I'm going to put it in a positive spin.
Okay.
I'd like to bring authenticity into 2025. I'd like to leave the superfluous behind. I'm very tired of the branding and as a fucking social media brand, if you will, influencer, I'm exhausted with the placating and the fakeness and the pleasantries and the personas. Who are you?
Let me tell you something. I am looking forward to this.
You ready?
For you.
Thank you.
Specifically. Because, baby, you
That's
know
what
me.
my New Year has.
Like,
who are you?
I ain't got it. We not about to do this.
I'm done.
And I think it's important just to piggyback off of what you were saying. not only don't victimize people for that, but also don't victimize them for being the people who they've always been all along.
That. Because
you know, I had an experience and I was like,
about it.
You know, this is actually right on cue for the type of person that I am. Ooh. But now it just affects you in a different way because I honestly don't know. But it's just kind of like, you know, that's weird. But that's a whole nother conversation that we'll get into in another podcast episode. I think that's important. And then just like being okay with you. You know? A lot of times we're convinced like something about us is inherently bad because it doesn't match the status quo of the society. Sure. And it's like, but no, because we're all here to be uniquely who we are. What Beyonce say, I'm one of one. Like, I'm not meant to be one of two, one of three, one of whatever the fuck y'all want to be. Okay. But like literally, like as I am who I am in all my greatness and in all my tragedy, you accept who you are.
Accept who you are.
Accept who you are.
That's part of self-love.
Yeah. And that a part of that also is like being able to take time to like really like sit with self and be like, wow, you know, I am a good person.
Yeah, I am. You are a good person, friend.
I am.
You
and
are.
I do. I'm not a perfect person by no stretch of the imagination, but I am a good person, you know, and being reflective and just being like, okay, you know, taking time to be like celebrating yourself because, oh my God, I think we have a hard time celebrating ourselves a lot.
That's where the mindfulness comes into play.
Mindfulness is important.
That's exactly where there is. Sure. Where if you're not aware of yourself and your surroundings, then it's not possible for you to give yourself that grace. It's not possible for you to have that understanding.
There's so many things that I've been able to learn in this 30 plus years of life that has helped me to understand how life is going. You know what I'm saying? Like emotional intelligence, mindfulness, boundaries, like all of the things that we talk about in the podcast, they help you. Yes, they help you to evolve into a better person, a better being, and to kind of understand the things that used to frustrate you about yourself or other people.
Girl,
for the love of God. The way now when people do stuff to me, and initially like prior to my growth and expansion, it would be like a me thing. We were just talking about earlier, like it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It's them.
It was you, and I'm okay to step back and let you figure out that it's you and it's not me.
Ooh, that. I really received that. And I think that a lot of people I just was talking about this on Instagram where I was like, people talked about being afraid of rejection. It's just like, no, you're afraid of being misunderstood and not received. But when you get into spaces like you're not meant to have everyone like you. You're not meant to have everyone be your bestie. You should not be liked in every circle you interact with. But our brains and our biology is based in connectivity.
To believe that.
Also indoctrinated. Biologically, humans, we are Homo sapiens, they group together. Like that's what our species does. And so if I can't connect with you, then I feel like I'm not doing humanity right.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. Like society has evolved so far past these basic biological principles that it's like now, yes, you still need people, you still need community, but it's more scarce. It's not just the people that are next to you. Obviously right here. But typically, like it doesn't always, what do I say? Like the people closest to you don't have to be the people closest to you. Like just because y'all work together, just because y'all always be in the bar every weekend, just because y'all go to the same church, just because you go to the same gym, doesn't mean that that's the person. Like proximity is not always the greatest tale of how relationships are going to grow and how they're going to evolve. And so just be mindful and okay with people not liking you. Like celebrate that rejection because it brings you closer to the people that you're supposed to have in your life. And in a series or a season of New Year, New You, you need some new people. Like, come on. So let's give you some tools to find them. Like, how are we going to find our folks?
You did your big one with that one.
I'm just saying.
You did your big one with that one. And like even with that, going into New Year, New Me, I think that something that's very important, and I think we all do it in one way or another, is to be reflective. But like be intentionally reflective. Yes. You know, like just go through you with a fine-tooth comb from January the 1st of this year all the way to that day and that moment. Goodness. And see, acknowledge the growth. Acknowledge the pain.
Far.
You did.
We met.
Ooh. Baby.
When this episode drops, I think there will be 3 days left in the year.
You better take that time.
You needed to start a month ago.
But
if you didn't,
you got 3 days. Binge watch Queen's Arsenal season 1.
That's where you start.
The most like they're an hour long at max. So just binge watch season 1.
Get all your tools and
then
tricks.
hop into season 2 and get those other.
Make sure while you
things.
listen, you got your journal because you're gonna need to take
You're gonna
notes.
need some notes, highlighters, pens, and everything in between, baby. So what's the determination diagnosis?
In the spirit of the holiday, we want you to get yourself a gift. Find you something, not just a gift, not just, a Sephora lipstick or whatever the kids are doing these days, not Robux. I don't know how old you are watching this. Get yourself something that is kind of a keepsake, memorabilia, to represent where you are right now, because this is the transformative year. This is going to be the last time you have to claim New Year, New Me, because next year and the year after that and the year after that,
receive it.
Every single thing that you
it.
put into fruition starting now is going to be coming so quickly, you won't have time to reset.
Oh.
You'll just be growing. You'll just be gaining. Abundance will be coming.
You remember how this was our transformative year. Remember when we went into the beginning of the year? Remember when
we
was
knew.
we about to start happening.
We were like, Freddie, you ready?
We hit the ground, came back up, went to hit ground, came back up, hit the ground, came back up, and now we about to step up. We about to cross that threshold,
it's the
baby.
portal year.
We about to cross that threshold.
Pluto's Mercury is the first time since 2008. I'm just telling y'all, I don't know what y'all
better
believe.
get ready. Y'all gonna be sick of it. Prepare to be sick of us. Every day they gonna be like, oh, here they go. Here go me.
It's a lot of big stuff.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be, baby. I'm gonna be activating people. I'm gonna just be walking past and I'm gonna be like, that
just
energy.
like that. But you
That
understand
energy.
that we're always here to help. So you have a
and it's all love.
resource.
It's all love. But that's it. That's all for y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Enjoy your new year. Happy late Christmas. All of the things. We love y'all here at Queen's Arsenal. Feel free to reach out to us in our DMs.
Please send
Always,
us all
we
your
wanna hear
holiday
everything.
qualms. We are looking forward to seeing you in the new year and to bigger and better. Abundance,
Bigger.
my love.
Abundance in every way, though. Because people hear abundance and they just think it's a monetary thing.
And they just don't understand.
You better give it the program and act like you know.
Get with the winning team, babe. We'll see you soon.
Bye.